Hey guys, welcome to this call. This is F.O.R.M Part 2 training. If you haven't gone over Part 1, please go over it. It is going to have some of the same presentation from F.O.R.M Part 1, and we're just going to brush over that part. This part's really to emphasize going over the actual talking, the conversations, the messages themselves, and having the people on this call, the ones that are brave enough to come on and try and form me, or either allow me to form them on the spot just so they can get a feel of what it looks like live. Because it's one thing when I tell you, it's another thing when you see it happen or hear it happen. So that being said, this is a winner's circle training presentation. And at the end of this, you're going to learn how to recruit 10 customers per week without having to harass friends, family, about your business, or have to spend any money at all on advertisement. Before I got big in paid ads, I got this aced. I became a boss at the technique I'm about to show you here. By the end of this presentation, you're going to get sales without ever feeling like you're selling and using the tools you have access to properly. You're going to learn how to naturally progress through a conversation by finding the pain points that you can use as ammunition for when you do pitch, and then how to translate those pain points into a message that guarantees 99% yes, that they will view your information. It does not guarantee they will sign up, but it guarantees they will look, show up on the call, show up on the webinar. Because it's one thing for someone, and I'm sure everyone on this call has experienced it, for them to say they're going to be on a call or they're going to show up to a call or a webinar, and then you find out they weren't. I'm sure we've all experienced that. This will make sure you don't experience that. And how you can do this by just remembering 4 letters. So my name is Michael Danyluk. I'm one of the co-founders here of Winner's Circle. I love paid advertising. Most of you guys know me as the marketer. Damon introduces me as our marketing wizard guy. I have recruited an MLM person like crazy using this method called F.O.R.M. I'm going to introduce to you guys. I learned it in a company called Vima. They had this thing where if you signed up 3 people on a $500 pack, they gave you what was called a $750 frenzy bonus. I earned 2 of those off Cold Market a week. You could only earn 2 a week, so that's where I stopped, but I earned 2 a week, and all I did was go out for 2 to 3 hours a day to the mall, and I talked to anyone who came within 10 feet of me. That's all I did. That's it. I had a complete free life. So I was able to get 10 signups weekly. I had no social media, didn't care for it. I had no idea what ads were. I knew what an ad was, but I had no idea I could use it to recruit or anything, and I didn't talk to friends and family about this. In fact, I'd actually spent all my credibility with my friends and family, because I got a bunch of them on thinking that, you know, once everyone signs up, we all just win. And I kind of didn't set proper expectations, and they all quit. So I actually had no friends or family I could bring in. I had to go to this. So I actually learned this out of necessity. And using this method works for any business use this method. I've used it for many other businesses as well, since using it for MLM, and it works for everything and anything. And to prove this, I'm going to show you a really embarrassing picture from 2014 after I learned this method. This is me meeting Darren Fryer, him signing one of the books. This was one of the events where I had actually had some success from F.O.R.M already. And yeah, it was really fun. It's really embarrassing. I look really young there. But yeah, with that, they're going to learn 3 lessons here today. You're going to learn how to sell and using your tools properly, or how to sell without selling and using your tools properly, how to naturally progress the conversation, its pain points, and how to translate to guarantee 99% yeses. So let's get right into it with the selling without selling and using your tools properly. So what's a tool? Tool would be 3-way call with an upline, a webinar, a corporate launch call like we're going to have here, 4 or 7 a day between the lives and the recorded. Those are the tools. So how can you sell without selling? People are probably like, that's impossible. You can't sell without selling. Well, one thing that is key to this industry is triangle of edification. So how does this work? First, you have yourself. Actually, yeah, sorry. So how does this work? So first you have you, and you have your prospect. So between you and your prospect, right, there's trust built already. They're your friend, they're your family. There's some kind of trust built. But when you're telling them about me and Damon, there's no trust or anything yet, right? Your upline, or whoever your upline is, there's nothing between the prospect, right, and the upline. So you edify your upline. And when you edify your upline, which is typically telling 2 to 3 good, truthful things about your upline. Hey guys, this is David Alexander. you know, he has been an absolute boss in his industry. He's taught me a lot. He's allowed me to grow myself as an individual, and he's always been a good business partner. I've had the honor of working with him. Boom, I just edified him, right? So now this transfers the trust between you and your prospect, between you and the upline now. So two good, truthful things. There's no need to lie here, guys. If you can't say three good things about who you're working with, you shouldn't be working with them, period, right? So this is going to create credibility now between you and the prospect. Well, I just need to close this window here. So this is going to create credibility between you and the prospect. But now, after you've built up your upline is going to come back, and they're going to say two to three good things about you. And then when that happens, this credibility, this person you just put on a pedestal, now they just turn to you and lifted you up to that same pedestal. Because here's the thing, for a lot of people, when you want to succeed or you want to achieve something new, if you don't have that track record, the people in your circle don't believe that you can take them there. So the point is to show them that, you know, we can do this together, but this guy or this girl, they can take us there. So you need to understand what they have to offer. And when they turn back around and say, man, you are so lucky that Mike has chosen to introduce you to me, then that we can work together because I think we could do something big here. Now that prospect, your personal, right? It's like, oh my God, Mike's changed. Who is he now? Someone like this that's up on this pedestal is like looking eye to eye to him? What's going on here? What's he doing that's different? And now you've got the curiosity going, right? That is so key. If you don't do this, your retention rate will suck. Your sign up rate will suck. But if you do this, you can sign up 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. If you get good at this and you have a good upline too, that does it back. It's insane, guys. But again, be truthful. Always be truthful. So why is this important? You're never a prophet in your own land. For that same thing I just explained to you. No matter where you feel like you are right now, everyone around you probably doesn't know that because they don't see the inner battle and the inner growth you're going through on a daily basis. Just you do, right? So how can they understand that you're actually trying to change if they don't see that you've already changed? And change always starts from within first, right? So you're never a prophet in your own land. So you need to use the credibility of the tools and the leaders to sell for you. You should just get people a little bit excited and let a tool and leader close. That's it. You shouldn't have to sell yet. You can work into that if you want to become that leader. And I do recommend you become that leader because those are the ones that really get paid in this industry. But you should only pique interest, then show them a tool like a video or a website before getting them on a call with a leader or getting them onto a weekly webinar. Don't get them on a 3-way call if they know nothing. If they only know it's $20, you should not be getting them on a 3-way call. You should be sending them something first, explain something to them. And if you can't do it, video, send them a video. We have many presentations floating around now. There's no reason for them to not see a proper presentation. So let's go over how to pique interest properly without feeling like a used car salesman. And that leads into lesson number 2, which is naturally progressing the conversation through pain points to use as ammo. This is where F.O.R.M comes in. So F.O.R.M stands for family, stands for occupation, stands for recreation, and stands for money or motivation. So what makes F.O.R.M work? Well, this is a saying that goes way back that I read. I'm pretty sure I got this out of How to Win Friends and Influence People from Dale Carnegie. But everyone has an invisible sign hanging from their head saying, make me feel important. Never forget this message when working with people. For Mary Kay Ash, which is from Mary Kay, one of the top, MLMs in the world. People don't care what you know until they know that you care. From Theodore Roosevelt. So if you want people to be genuinely interested in you and what you're doing, you need to actually be genuinely interested in them, right? You have to show respect to get respect. There's no entitlement here. So to start with that, actually, I just want to leave one example here. Is this making sense actually for everyone so far? I want to see, give me some ones in the chat if this is making sense and people are getting some nuggets so far. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Has anyone ever had anyone in their inbox? Because I get it every day where people will be like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? And I'll answer, nothing much, just working, grinding, helping my team, training people on calls. Oh, cool. What's your business? And it's like they'll ask you the simplest questions, and it's questions that you know if they spent even 10 seconds looking at your profile, they would know an answer to. So it's so ingenuine. That's why being an inbox warrior doesn't work. People want a friend. People help friends. They don't help strangers. It's easy for someone to give a friend 20, well, not give a friend 20 bucks, but support a friend in their business for 20 bucks as opposed to support a stranger. So it really comes down to having integrity, being honest, and actually putting the people first, actually caring about what matters. And these pain points, wait till you see how we use them at the end. It's going to blow your mind. So let's do this as some explaining here. So for family, you can ask them about their family. Where are they from? Like if I'm at a restaurant and there's a waitress there, I go, hey, are you from here? Are you going here for school? They start talking. Oh no, I'm here for work. Oh, is this your only job? Oh, this is the second job. Right? That kind of goes into occupation. I'm kind of just forming on autopilot because I've been doing it for so long. But example, so were you born and raised here? You've got great energy about you. Are you from around here? If you've got a really perky and alert cashier, like I used to do this in 2 minutes, talking to a cashier, get the his or her phone number and reach out to them and send them a video later that night or the next day or whenever I felt like actually sending it, because you always want to look busy too. So I don't just send it and act like I got all this free time for them either, even when I did. Because people want to work with busy people. It means you've got things going on. And if they've already told you where they came from, ask them why they came here. Oh, why'd you come here? Is it work, family, school? Why are you here? Why'd you move here? Oh, you just like the weather? You like the atmosphere, climate? Like, why? It's just literally being a friend. This has nothing to do with sales right now, guys. This is being a friend and making a genuine relationship. How many people are in your inbox asking you, oh, where'd you grow up? Did you enjoy it? How many, honestly? How many are looking at your profile, seeing you like to collect action figures, I don't know, and messaging and saying, oh, Ben, I used to love to collect those when I was younger, and actually paying attention to you? Who's actually getting a first inbox message like that right now? Is anyone? But let me see in the chat, is anyone getting inbox messages like that where it looks like the person's even spent 10 seconds caring? Nope. Nope. It's very rare. Yeah, it's all spam. It's super rare. They don't even care. So then why do they think their pitch is going to care, right? So while using F.O.R.M, any pain points you find, you want to make a mental note of it. Now for occupation, you find out what they do for work. If you're at their work, you can ask them, is this their only job? Like a waiter or waitress, is this all you do? Or is this a second job? Are you doing around school? What's going on? If they respond that it's primary or secondary to another job, that opens up a ton more things to talk about. It's just natural conversation progression. The only thing F.O.R.M allows you to do is not get those stall points where you're like, I don't know what to say. What could I do now? And then you get those awkward pauses. If you're just like, okay, I just asked a work question, or I just asked a family question, so occupation. What do you do for work? What do you want to do for work? What's your ideal job? What would you do if you could? If money wasn't an issue, what would you be doing? Like, there's 6 job questions that could open up an entire can of worms in a conversation. And then when you can find a few things that you guys actually really have in common, like hammer those, because you'll talk for like 30, 40 minutes about a topic that just you two like, and you both will feel like you made a best friend. And later, when you find out pain points, if there's pain points, because you don't need to pitch everyone too. F.O.R.M's not about pitching everyone. It's about pitching people that actually need what we have. Not because you need them, because they need you. That's what F.O.R.M's about. But yeah, it opens up a bunch more things to talk about. You can ask, is this your end goal? What do you want to do for a career? Maybe they'll say they want to earn X amount of money, or they're doing this because they want to help people, or they're just not sure, or that or that's what they want to receive is from their current goal. Like they're where they want to be. Maybe they are. Maybe they're happy. Who knows, right? So is what you're currently doing moving you towards that goal? And repeat the goal. When you actually repeat something that someone says subconsciously, they're like, oh my God, he didn't wait for his turn to talk. He listened. Whether consciously or not, they subconsciously recognize this. Their brain will cue into this. And it gives you huge brownie points. And then to transition into recreation, you can use something like, so this is what you do for work, but what do you do for fun? What do you do for play? What do you do on your time off? What do you do when you're not here? What do you do when you travel? Where would you go? Like, what do you do? There's lots of ways to transition into recreation. Remember, F.O.R.M's just about rotating through the letters until you get enough pain points to move into the transition, which we'll get into, guys. So recreation, what do they do in their spare time? What's their hobbies? What do they do on their time off? People love to talk about themselves and love talking about things that they love. Dale Carnegie actually talks about this. He said, you can talk for 10% in a conversation by just asking people questions about what they love. They'll talk for 90% and think you are the best conversationalist or best person at conversations. They will genuinely think they had a full talk with you the entire time because they were so excited about talking about what they love. That's how powerful it is. Let them talk, listen. And if you get someone to talk about a passion, they will think, yeah, right here, they will think you're one of the greatest people in the world, as that feel-good feeling they have when talking about that passion will be associated with you because you're there helping, create that feeling. So if you're in their office or workspace, look for pictures at what they do. You can see they're a golfer. Maybe they have them with a golf trophy on the corner of their desk. You could comment on that. Oh, I see you won a championship or a trophy. What was that for? Right? If they have a picture of them getting a trophy that's on their work desk, I guarantee you they can talk about hours about that picture. And they will think you are the greatest person in the world for letting them. Guaranteed. So, and then for this is, I guess, more in person, but for online, this is the equivalent of looking at their profile and caring. Before sending them a message, look for 30 seconds, look for a minute, try and find something you guys have in common. Oh, I see you like to go kayaking or hiking. I go all the time too. Where's the last place you went? Try that as an opening message. You probably won't get left on red. But yeah, always try and find things you can relate to so you guys can go into depth with your questions, and it's going to build quicker and faster rapport. And then motivation money. So find out what their motivation for their career is. What drives them to do what they do? If they aren't doing what they currently want, what is stopping them from going after it? Is it time? Is it money? Is it freedom? What's stopping them? And if they mention time, money, pain points, huge pain points, gigantic pain points. So things you can ask, what would you earn if you could? Most people don't know. They just want to say they want to be rich. They don't even have a number. You need a number. Think of a number. Just the thought of rich ain't going to get you up on the hard days. You need a number and you need a pain point attached to it. That's why most of you are on this call wanting to be trained. You've got a pain point to grow this business, right? It's what's keeping you in the game. It's another good reason why it's important to bring people on because of their pain points, because they'll fight and they'll make it. Give them their best shot. So what kind of lifestyle would you want if you could have it? So what's the goal of all this? As I said, we're trying to get 2 to 3 pain points before we bring up anything business related. And if they ask you, hey, I see you're a part of the big launch, what's that about? Don't even go into it right away if you don't have pain points for it. Like, unless they're starting to hammer, you don't have to. Some leaders will teach you can, some will teach you won't. I personally be like, oh yeah, it's this big launch, we're helping people earn freedom income from their phone. It's pretty insane, but what do you do? I will give them an answer that will pique curiosity, but then I'll push it off, right? Instead of just going in and starting to vomit, I push it off like it was nothing for a second. And they go like, Wait, huh? Wait, what did you just say? You're helping people do what? And then if they keep asking, then go into it, right? Drop a curiosity thing and then push it off and let them qualify themselves. If they don't keep asking, it's not the time to bring it up. If they ask you again right away, they're hungry. They probably don't need to tell you their pain points to get in. You probably won't need to bring up their pain points. They're hurt enough right now. Then you can word your approach to be the solution to their pain points. This is super, super key. Why do you think this is important? The reason you are on this call, the reason you are on our team, the reason you are building this business is because of your pain points. And when you are doing your posts and you are talking about it and you are pitching people, you are most likely pitching them the pain points that sold you. And I'll tell you right now, probably no one on this call is experiencing the exact same pain points. Yeah, we probably have some similarities, but the pain points that get me are going to be the pain points that get you, and vice versa. So it's very important to understand this. You got to look at yourself as a fish, and you were caught in this epic launch with a certain kind of bait. And now you're running around like, ooh, look at my bait, look at my bait, look at my bait. Not realizing that the pond is full of so many different fish that there's only a couple in the pond exactly like you. So if you're running around spamming a message with this bait, you're only going to catch those 2 out of 100. When if you customize your approach to be the exact bait that they want, and you found that out because they actually told you, you're going to catch them every single time. You see why they'll always check out the information if you use this right? If you say, I want to spend more time with my daughter, I haven't had a vacation in 2 years, I would love to even go for a year, and I just want to be able to retire my family member. If you told someone that, and so they turned around and said, hey, if I could help you spend more time with your daughter, get you at least one vacation a year, and help you retire your family, it's just going to take a little bit of extra work, and check out, a 20-minute video, would you look at it? Duh, of course they are. They're not going to say no to that. It's impossible for them to say no to that. You just gave them everything they ever wanted on a silver platter and said, it's 20 minutes to check it out. They're going to invest that 20 minutes because you didn't sell them on your bait. You sold them on theirs. It is so important. I always want to see the chat go crazy. You guys put whatever you want for that. If anyone got that nugget, this is one of the most important things when promoting. This will change you from getting 8 out of 10 from 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 10, maybe 1 out of 20. And if you've messaged 60 people and you've only had 3 watch a video, right here, guys, this is why. This is why. That's my check. Awesome. Free. Awesome. So this goes into lesson 3, how to translate those pain points into that message. Because how do you word that message now, right? So transitioning your offer. Pull back on those pain points from your mental notes. If you don't have 2 to 3, you should not be doing this step. Go back and keep doing form until you do. And it's okay if it takes a while. Sometimes people will give their pain points right away. Sometimes they won't. Doesn't matter. If they never give you a pain point, that's cool. You made a friend. Damn, right? Like, this is network marketing. Your network is your net worth. What, like maybe you guys will do something later. Like, for example, I love using this example, and Damon's on the call, so I love using him when he's on the call. But me and him, Matt, he had a question about something with ads in a Facebook group, and all I did was just send him a message. I didn't have anything to even promote to him. I just sent him a message, helped him out. We talked for a bit. A few months later, he offered to hire me. A few years later, you guys are on this team. That all happened because it was a friendship first, and no pitch wanted or needed or thought of in the back of the head. Like, you don't know, even if they don't sign up with what you're doing now, creating that friend now, you don't know what that will lead to later. So it doesn't hurt to just make the friend, even if you can't pitch them, right? It doesn't matter. You still made the friend. So transition your offer to match the solution to their pain points. Let's go over a couple examples. So we have Sally. She is a student. She's also a waitress. Her pain points: school is hard to pay for, not enough time to do school and work. I want to see my family more. Oh, Okay, so with this, if Sally was there, I could say, hey, Sally, you know, you said a little earlier, school is really hard to pay for. You're having trouble finding time to balance between work and school, and that's really affecting you and your ability to see your family. Is that correct? Wow, she just like, holy cow, I told this person three different things and they just read it back to me. Their subconscious is like, this person really listens. This person really cares. Then they're either going to confirm that or not. They're going to say, yeah, yeah, that's true. Or they're going to say, no, actually, that wasn't it. If they say that wasn't it, cool, move on, right? If they say, yeah, that's true, like, well, Sally, what if I knew that there was a way that you could, start subsidizing your school part-time or something you could do around work, and if, I'll help you launch, you could probably get rid of this and it give you a little bit more time for school, and that's definitely going to free up some time for you. You're going to be able to see some family some more, not right away, but it's something we could work to. Would you be interested in seeing a 20-minute video? Sally's not saying no, guys. Sally cannot say no. If I just repeated back her pain points, she just reconfirmed them, and then I just packaged it like that, she literally cannot say no. It is impossible, guys. Are you seeing this? Do you guys understand this? People don't want to join MLMs. People want to join people. And this is another reason why you shouldn't spam your feed saying, join this network marketing company opportunity, get in at the ground. Don't. People aren't looking to join a business. People aren't looking to join a network marketing company. People are looking to be a part of something bigger than themselves. People are looking to have opportunity. People are looking to have some stress relief in this hard times, and telling them that they can join your MLM is making them think, oh, so I'm going to join this person. I'm going to have to start doing all of these identical posts that they're doing. I'm going to have to start doing all this other stuff and inboxing people because that's probably what they're doing, because that's what you look like when you're doing that. And I'll tell you one thing, everything you do up to the point of signing someone up, they think they have to do. You are leading by example from the very first interaction. Another reason to lead as a friend, because all they do is like, oh yeah, they're just a friend. And then they saw a problem I had and they offered a fix. It was kind of cool. Anyone can think they can do that. But if you're sitting there pitching them and doing all these posts, spamming network marketing, spamming the comp plan, they think if I join you, even though it's 20 bucks, I have to do this too. And most people don't want to do that. Most people shouldn't be doing it because it's hurting your brand, it's hurting your marketing. But you can do it if you want. We can't stop you. We show you how to do it better. We can't stop you. Example two, Jordan. He's a bank teller. He wants to travel more. He makes good money, but he doesn't get enough time off. And he just wants to travel and relax. He wishes he could impact more people. Doesn't feel like he's getting enough from the bank. So I could turn to Jordan and be like, hey, Jordan, earlier when you told me you really, really want to travel more, and it's crazy because you thought, when you made money, you'd be able to travel more. And here you are with a good income and still no free time. You just want to be able to relax. And you said, working at the bank, you really don't feel like you're impacting anyone, and you wish you could really affect people's lives. Were you telling me the truth when you said that? And Jordan's going to turn around and be like, yeah, I meant that. Or he's going to say, I didn't. Right? And if he said he didn't, that wasn't his real pain points. Keep searching. If he said it was his pain points. Well, if I could find a way where you could, take a little bit time off this job, or maybe be able to transition into something that could pay you the same eventually, and that you could actually have that time off to go travel and, relax on the beach like you told me you wanted to, and it was something that you would actually have to impact people to do, would you be interested in checking out a 20-minute video? Would you be interested in getting on a call with my friend who's been helping people do this exact same thing for 2 years? They're getting on that call. They're watching that video. It's insane. So, how to increase your skills. Keep a black book. I don't think I have my old, oh, I still do, okay. So when I used to do this in person, I used to carry a book like this in my pocket, and every interaction I would go and I'd be like, Jordan, teller at Bank of Canada. He has 2 kids, wants to travel more, and makes good money, has no extra time. Then next time I go to that bank, what do? I open this up. I look, oh, Jordan, this is that. Okay. And when I go back in and I say, Hey, Jordan, you still busy working like crazy? He's gonna be like, oh, wow, you remembered. It's huge when you remember tiny things like that. It means the world to people when you remember little things like that. If someone tells you one time and you are a random person, they said, I have a daughter named Jasmine and she's my world. And then, you know, they see you again 2 weeks later and they say, how's Jasmine? How are you guys holding up in the pandemic? They're gonna be like, some of my friends don't even remember my daughter's name sometimes. How the hell did this stranger do it? You have just left an impression on them that blew their mind. Quality of character, guys. Also, try and use their name often. People like to hear their name in the conversation. Reply back. Oh, that's really cool. Where else did you go, Jordan? Oh, awesome. So what are you taking in school, Susan? Oh, what else? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I used to do that too, Susan. That was fun. Yeah, I took that way back, right? Engage with them. Let them hear their name. Try to find things you actually enjoy so you can relate and grow on that rapidly. If you genuinely enjoy the topic, you can build rapport way quicker, right? If you guys are sports card collectors and you start talking about your sports cards collection, you guys have that instant rapport, like instant rapport, right? And I'm sure people in this chat, have you guys ever felt like you instantly became friends with a stranger just off of a little chat? If you could go back on those conversations, I bet you something similar like this happened accidentally, right? You can rapidly make amazing friends with this technique, guys, and some of them will do business with you. So try to repeat the things they said when it makes sense to show you are actually listening and not just waiting to talk. Know every time you fail at this, you get closer to being really, really good. And every no that you get using this is one step closer to a yes. It's a numbers game. If you get 2 out of 10, you get 2 no's. It's like, man, 6 more no's and I got to get 2 yeses. Just 6 more to go and I'm going to get there. Change your mindset about it. Get excited about failure. The people that are succeeding more are failing the most right now. The people you see recruiting the most people are probably getting the most no's as well. They just don't care. That's the only difference. They don't sit there like, oh my God, those last 10 people said no. They sit there and be like, earlier 3 people said yes. Hell yeah. Right? That's what they focus on. So if you want to really get into this, the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, really goes into detail with this. If it's in person, voice call, voice message, smile. It comes across. You can hear it in the audio when someone is smiling and when they're frowning. And remember a person's name. That is the most important thing. Remember it. And again, be genuinely interested. Don't just make small talk for no freaking reason, guys. There's no reason to. Everyone probably knows something or has some kind of interest you could learn from. You know, you can learn something from everyone. Treat every interaction as trying to find out what it is. Be a good listener. Talk in terms of the other person's interests, not your own. Like if I'm really, really excited about cars and mechanics, and you ask me about an engine, and then I go into detail about how the carburetor works and how the pistons fire off and all of that, I am not building rapport with you right now. I'm not building rapport with you in the slightest. I am confusing you and I'm going over your head and making you go, whoa, this guy's a lot, right? Speak in their language, not yours. If you don't know their language, listen more and make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. So you don't have to be great to start, guys, but you have to start to be great. So let's get into some examples. Who here got a lot of nuggets out of that? Actually, let me record this. I want to see. Let's see here. We got 112 people on this call. Light up the chat if you guys got some gold out of that training. Let's see some ones and some nuggets and some money bags. Oh yeah, there it comes. Who feels like they can communicate way better with their prospects now and make friends way easier? Just communicate better. Oh yeah, there we go. I do, me, fire, yes, absolutely, awesome. Guys, I just filmed a quick video. You guys could be filming it during this training, being like, hey, I'm grinding. And that can create an attraction post that might make someone message you. I actually have a additional attraction marketing kind of social media post training we're going to be doing probably Tuesday. I'll probably book it for Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll do a poll. I like to do a poll and let the majority pick, just so I know it's fair to as many people as I can make it. But who's willing to step up and either try to practice forming me or get formed first? I will. We'll go first come, first serve. Crown Legends Wealth. Let me find you here, and I'm gonna ask to unmute you. There's so many people on the call. I just don't want to let everyone unmute at once because I think it might be chaos.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Yeah, I would love to form you.
Okay. Hold on.
You wanna
let me pick my character. Let me just. Okay. Do you want to pick where okay, actually, how do you want to pretend you're forming me? In the inbox or in person?
I mean, with coronavirus going on right now, I guess it's best inbox.
Okay, actually, let me just.
People.
Actually, I kind of covered that already.
I think
so with forming two
current status, mostly contacting people on the phone.
Okay, let's go with. Do you have access to my Facebook profile right now? Because if we're doing it for an inbox, you'd essentially look at my profile. Actually, okay, I'm just gonna pretend what my profile is. From my profile, you can tell I like skateboarding, heavy metal. I'm like 22. Write it down. My age is on my profile, and you see a few occasional posts of me in a suit. Let it rip.
Okay. All right. I'm texting you. Matter of fact, I'm going to send you a voice text.
Okay.
And I guess I see your name on the profile, and I guess it's Roger.
Okay.
All right. Hey Roger. I noticed on your profile that you really like to skateboard, but it's so interesting. I see you in suits. I want to know what it is that you do.
That's funny that you asked. You know, I've looked at like doing online things. Those photos were like from things I was trying to do. I think business can be cool, but I don't know, it's hard. It can be rough. And skateboarding, I've just been skateboarding since I was 9. I just love it. It's insane. I just got to skateboard every day. I can't do it enough.
Wow. You know, Roger, when I was younger and I was in high school, I actually used to skateboard myself with my little brother. Do you have like family members that you teach, or they kind of skateboard with you? We used to go everywhere, man.
Oh, I have a little brother. He's starting to learn. He's not really at the age where he can get fully into it, but he's always watching me. But for the most part, my family doesn't like it. It's just my friends. My family's not cool with skateboarding.
Okay. So it was interesting. My mother, she wasn't really that cool with it because we used to lay down on the skateboard and go down hills and stuff. But about the suit though, does your family like what you do when you put on your suit? What it is exactly? What's your occupation, really?
Oh, well, what was it you cut out there after exactly?
Sorry, someone tried to call me. Well,
Oh, I think I just dropped them. Give them a second to rejoin. Oh, no, they're here. Asked on mute. There you
Hello?
go. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, you
All
cut
right.
out after
Yeah.
exactly.
Sorry about that. Someone tried to call me. So what I was saying is that when I was younger and stuff, and I was in school, I used to, my mother used to like that we go out when we skateboard, and we used to lay down on the skateboard and try to go down the hills and stuff like that, some dangerous stuff. But I was just wondering, your family must like it when you put on that suit. I was really interested in what it is that you actually do when you do put on that suit.
So what it was is I was at some events for this affiliate marketing stuff I was trying to do. I was just trying to learn how to, make that income from my phone because I just really want to be able to skateboard every day, all the time. And I know, the older I'm getting here and the more responsibilities I get, it just seems like the less time I can put in to skateboarding. And it's just real passion of mine. I don't even care if I ever got paid from it or anything. I just want to be able to skateboard every day. I just love it.
Wow. Well, Roger, I've been actually able to travel a lot, and I mean I don't skateboard anymore, but I love to travel, and sometimes I see people skateboard, and sometimes I say, man, I wish I had a skateboard right now, but I mostly see those little electronic ones. Um, but I've been able to actually generate an income and actually travel where I want to go and generate an income right from my phone and my laptop.
Oh, that sounds cool. It almost
Okay.
sounds too good to be true, though. I mean, like I've tried it a few times. It just never seems to work out. It always seems to be so hard to get going. I just want to pause you
Well,
there for a second. Also, from here on out, guys, when you hear a pain point, I want you guys to put pain point in the chat. And I want the chat to say, what's the pain points I've given so far? I've given two. I made one real clear. I made it real easy for the chat to figure out that last one.
more time to skateboard
Yep.
and
And
about your family.
yeah, family. Oh, and Nick got the other big one. It was hard. I didn't feel like I was being guided, right? It was tough. So that means
Yeah,
maybe I didn't have the right leadership. So that's something you could
that's
push
exactly
on
what I was
too.
about to say next.
Yeah.
You stopped me. I was gonna say exactly that next. I was gonna say, hey, we a lot of times we don't have the right leadership, and a lot of times we don't have the right guidance. And if I could help you to be able to find that right leader, and also be able to live a free lifestyle where you could skateboard all the time, but not right away. It's going to take a little bit of work. But would you be interested to look at like a 20-minute video if I could do that?
If I knew there was going to be people to help me, I think I could do that. I think I could go for that.
All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's exchange numbers, and I'll WhatsApp you a video, and then get you connected with some individuals if you like what it is that you see.
Sounds good. Boom.
All right. Awesome.
So guys, did anything about there feel like a sales call? Anything? No. Exactly. No. Get no's. Exactly. It wasn't a sales call. There's not a lot of pressure. You don't have to be salesy. And guess what, guys? If I said no, no burnt bridge, no pressure, right? But if you sit there like, hey, join my business, join my opportunity, the next time you message them, they don't want to answer. They're going to leave you on red or not even check it, right? Because they think you're going to try and spam them again. If I had said no there, he could have easily reopened the conversation so easy later, like, hey, well, what did you skateboard today? Or where'd you go? What did you do? What was the best trick you did today? Right? Could reopen that conversation, no problem, without ever feeling pitchy, nothing, right? The business part doesn't come up until it's the right time. You nurture it properly. And then when it comes up, if it comes up, it's always the right time if it comes up, right? What video should we send them? You could send them a presentation video or get them on a live call. So who else wants to be brave? And either have me form them, you pretend to be someone, or I form you. Or sorry, you form me. And actually, well, while people are deciding that, I want to add one little nugget that was in my training before, as a transition. I thought it was actually in here, but I didn't see it there. I want you guys to write down this line. It works amazingly for the transition of the pain points. Hey, John, I couldn't help but overhear A, B, and C, whatever their pain points were. Hey, Susan, I couldn't help but overhear you said you wanted more time with your family, you wanted to be able to take more vacations, and that you just wanted to be able to have just more money, period. You were always feeling behind on your bills. Was that true? Most powerful transition ever. I couldn't help but overhear. Very low defense. So who here is ready to try and get on here? Who wants to try? Nick. Okay, I'll pull you up, Nick. There you go.
Hey, how you doing, Michael?
Good. Let me go back up here, leave this there. So, did you want to form me or did you want me to form you first?
You could form me first if you want.
Okay. How am I forming you? Do you want it to be an in-person or online?
Let's do in person.
Okay. What are you doing when I see you? What's your character?
Let's see, college kid, just in quarantine in his apartment, trying to figure out how to make some extra money.
If I'm meeting you in person, how am I meeting you in your apartment?
Oh, right. Let's just say we're at a coffee shop. You are like right by where we wait to get drinks.
Okay. I just want to say just one thing here in the chat, Paul. Yeah, that demo we just did was based on a cold call by him looking at my profile and seeing I like skateboarding. That's how he started that conversation, from a complete cold call. Probably added me on Facebook, saw that, messaged me. But yeah, continue, Nick.
Yeah, so I'm talking to one of my friends. I'm trying to figure out how to make some extra money. Let's say we're at a coffee shop just waiting like for our drinks, and we're in like the same area sort of.
Okay, and I just walked in.
Yeah, like we just had ordered our drinks, like we're probably both waiting to grab them. I'm having a conversation with my friend.
Okay, so in this scenario, what I would do is I would probably find something on you that I could compliment. Like, man, those are some sharp shoes, or that's a nice top. Where'd you get
Yeah,
it?
I'm
Or
into sneakers too, so that will probably work.
okay, so we'll start with that then. Hey man, those are some amazing sneakers. Where'd you get those?
Thanks, man. Actually, I customized them myself.
What? You can customize sneakers yourself? That's insane. How do you even do that?
Yeah, so I just ordered some materials. It's like some film, and like you get like this little spray that you spray on the film, and then you're able to like put put it on the shoe using some water. So I just like stencil out the shoe, put the film on there, and it's all
Oh, so
done.
like a hydro dip.
Yeah, exactly like a hydro dip.
Oh, that's cool. I've seen that happen for like bike helmets and stuff. I didn't know you could do that with sneakers. That's cool. Did you learn that from like a family member or friend? Like who taught you that? That's really cool.
Yeah, I think I just I seen like someone posted on their Snap story like some shoes. I was like, hey, what is that? And they're like, there's some hydro dip shoes. So I went on YouTube, and I just typed in hydro dip, and I saw them dip in a whole bunch of stuff, and sneakers were some of them. So I was like, yeah, I want to try that.
Wow, you must be really smart and like really alert to be able to learn something like that and self-teacher, like be self-taught on that. That's insane. I
Yeah,
self-taught myself with like some ads. I do some ad stuff myself, but man, that's above me. That's insane. I congratulate you for being able to do that.
yeah, thanks. I mean, I've had my, failures, and I've had my wins too. You said you make ads. I'm actually going to school for marketing. What do you do?
I actually run ads for other companies and other people. But with your sneakers, like that's really cool. Do you do that as a business or is that just like a hobby? Or would you want it to be a business? That's really cool. Like you could probably do a lot of things with that.
Yeah, so I got into it like a few months ago. Like I don't just custom, I actually do like resell sneakers. So I'll like buy sneakers, a bunch of them for, a good price. And if I think I can make some money on it, then I'll sell them individually for some more.
That's sweet. Do you make good money if you don't mind me asking? Do you make what you want with it?
Uh, no, I wouldn't say I make what I want, but I think it's, some extra money always helps.
Nice. Are you the kind of person who's always looking for a new opportunity?
Oh,
If
if
it's
there's
right?
an opportunity, yeah, definitely. I'm hungry.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. I always love a good opportunity if it's right, right? It always has to be right. So with your sneakers, you said you make some money. Is that something you're like looking to grow then, or it's just you are kind of keeping it as a side gig? Not really sure yet.
Uh, well, I think I'm pretty ambitious. I think I'm willing to grow it like as much as I can, but I also, want to have a legitimate like business someday. I'm not sure what it is exactly yet, but I know that money is the tool.
Ah, yeah, money and leverage. It's not about what you make, but it's about how you make it.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So what do you do for fun then when you're not making sneakers?
I like to go like hammock or just like hang out with my friends. I haven't been able to do that recently, so I'll watch some movies. I like video games. What do you like to do for fun?
I just one second. So with form guys, going in the exact order is not being as important as the fact that you like the acronym is to make sure you have something to say next. You don't have to say it next in that order. It's just to be a reminder so you can always think of the next thing. Like I went FO and then to money, but with the where the conversation went, he started talking about money first. It doesn't make sense for me to be like, okay, let's move away from money. Let's talk about fun and then go right back to money, right? It doesn't make sense, right? The key about the acronym is to make sure I don't have a dead spot and that I always have something to continue on because these four things tend to lead to pain points. That's the important part. The way the conversation went, it didn't make sense for me to go to recreation, but I'm going into it now because I didn't want to miss it. And because I just had a moment where I'm like, what do I say next? So I looked, I'm like, recreation, didn't talk about that yet. Um, so yeah, you said you like to hang out with your friends. Yeah, this pandemic is crazy. It's really affecting things. Has it affected your sneaker business? I know a lot of businesses can't even thrive in something like this. So it can be really hard to want to grow something with how ambitious you sound right now.
Yeah, so I think I've been doing pretty decent since the pandemic. I think one thing that has changed is that I'm not as willing to meet up with people and people aren't as willing to meet up like with me. So I tend to just try to ship my products out more.
Okay. So it's almost like it's more automated now in a way.
Yeah, just sit on my phone all the time, just scrolling through stuff, seeing like, because I also go to school in like central Illinois. So I live in Chicago. So if like someone up north hits me up, it's like always, it's going to have to be shipped or I have to ship. So I'm always talking to people.
Awesome. So you probably know a lot of people then.
Yeah, I know a decent amount of people. I mean, I wouldn't say I know them, but not
Yeah, that's
personally.
fair. Man, it sounds like you're really ambitious. You got a lot going for you. But I couldn't help but overhear you said you feel like you wanted to do something bigger. You wanted to grow something really, really big. And you're noticing the results of the pandemic. It hasn't directly affected you, but you said you wanted to have your own business. That's a hard thing to do right now. Would you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
But I couldn't help but overhear you say that you wanted something more. You wanted that, and you want to be able to spend more time with your friends. When you can, of course. If I knew a way where you could actually grow a sustainable business, even in this economy, you wouldn't have to worry about meeting up with people. You wouldn't even have to worry about shipping out products, and it would give you more time later to spend with your friends and you could literally make sneakers and not even worry about what you're being paid and just do it for passion. Would I be able to get you to watch a 20-minute video?
I mean, yeah, I think that's like, that sounds great. That would sound great if you had something like that.
Mm-hmm. Right, just as Paul said there, boom, solution offer, right? I used his bait, not mine. What got me in probably wasn't what's going to get him in. Does this make a sense for people? Are these examples helping make it more clear for everyone? And then the training I'm going to do probably Tuesday is going to help you guys get to these conversations even easier. That training is going to be about people getting more people to reach out to you themselves, and then you just form them, and the ball's in your court. I'll tell you, when you get this down, it's like a game. It just becomes fun when you get it down. Actually, hold on. Oh boy, if you're on this call, you're in trouble, buddy. Is he on here? Oh, he's lucky he's not. I was about to call someone out for the chat and make him do it live in front of everyone. He's lucky. I've never seen or done form trading. Yeah, it's super powerful. Cassie, I wanted to bring out Jaron because he even just told me like a couple weeks ago, he's like, man, I'm getting the hang of it. He's getting like 3 to 5 people a day. This guy has no huge social media following. He's not getting a tons of likes or anything. He's just forming and adding a few people a day, like adding 50, 100 people. He could be adding more. And he's like, this is getting fun. This is easy. It's like a game. I tell everyone it's going to feel like that if you practice it, but you got to practice it to get there. But anyone else want to practice one more time? We'll do one more example. Or did you want to form me now, Nick?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, I'm going to be, let's go. We'll do this one in person too. Let's say I am, okay, so I look like I'm in my mid-20s. I am making you a booster juice right now, or Jugo juice, or whatever kind of juice company you have wherever you are. I'm making you a juice. And I got a nice watch on, but then company attire for everything else. My hair is clean cut. I look like I take care of myself, but you can't tell anything really about my style outside of the watch because of my work clothes. And I just seem alert. That's it. I'm really like smiley and happy, bubbly. Take it away.
All right. Be like, hey man, you work here?
Yeah.
It's a pretty expensive watch for, working at a Jamba Juice.
Yeah. This is actually my second job. I got a lot of ambitions. I've just this was kind of a reward to myself.
Oh, I got you. Nice, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your second job? You got a little hustle?
Yeah, this is actually my secondary. I'm a full-time mechanic during the day, and then I do this at night. It's really hard to find work with everything going on right now, so I just took whatever I could get.
Oh yeah, I feel you, bro. That's a story for a lot of my friends too. Luckily, I just work from home. But yeah, you said you're a mechanic.
Yeah.
How's that going for you? You been
Um,
a long time?
I'm happy I'm paid hourly at my shop. I'll say that, and not paid per job right now because there's not too much work coming in. People are almost afraid to get stuff done right now. It's still kind of steady, but it is what it is. It's a job.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
I don't
Well,
want to stay in it forever. That's why I'm working here too. I'm trying to save up and figure out something to do.
what are you waiting for?
I don't know what to do. All I know is, you save money away for the right things. So I'm just saving and working hard. Always told hard work makes you happy. So I just keep working hard. Don't know anything else really.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you, man. You're hard. Seems like you're a hard worker. You're ambitious. But does your money work for you though? Like, you just keep it in your savings?
Yeah, it's in my bank. My banker told me it's working for me. I get like, I think he told me I get like 3% a year if I'm not doing too many withdrawals from it. So it's doing something. Good little compound interest. But
Yeah,
if that's what you meant.
yeah. You're making 3% at the banks. I think the banks probably making more money off your money than you are.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, you know, because I think that the reason why is because you're only getting 3%. The banks are probably making, 10, 12% what you are by investing it in the foreign market. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I know they're making probably good money on me, but I have no idea how.
I got you. Have you ever like considered it? Have you ever like done your research on it?
No, I don't even know what it is. It sounds like you're talking like mutual funds and like stocks and bonds and stuff. I'm not really familiar with that stuff yet.
Yeah, I got you, man. Well, it's actually I have a bunch of like me and my team, we actually help people out, like help them educate on the foreign market.
Okay, so what is it then?
So basically, we teach people how to like get into investing in the foreign market, which basically, I don't know if you're invested in the stock market or at all, but instead of investing in a company, you would be investing in currencies. It's how the
Okay,
banks make their money.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds like it's just as risky as stocks though.
I mean, I think there's a lot of risk in life, but it's about minimizing risk. So if you got a good group of teachers, I think that they could probably guide you in the right direction.
Okay, is it something I got to put a lot of money in first? 'Cause I don't really want to put a lot of money in something I don't understand right
Well, you're gonna need to put the money into your investments, but like as far as like a startup cost goes, it's like $20. So it's
now.
if you have $20 to spare, I mean, I'm sure I could teach you a few things.
And I just want to pause you there. Did you guys hear that I pretty much just told him yes too? Was like, do I have to invest a lot to start? I pretty much just said I'm past looking at starting. What's it costing me? Right? He hasn't even told me really anything else yet. Right? That happens when you're forming correctly. It happens a lot when you're forming correctly. Actually, people are hurting, and no one cares to listen to them. So when they get an ear, they use it. But yeah, continue. Sorry. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
you said $20. That's pretty cool. Is it like a monthly? Is it a one time?
yeah. So it's $20 for the month of September, and it's actually gonna go up in the following months to $100. But for what you get, I mean, I think that it's pretty much nothing.
Oh, sweet. Well, yeah, for $20, I'll definitely check it out and see if it's worth 100 after.
Yeah.
Um,
If you want, we can exchange numbers, and I could send you an informational video, or we could just schedule like a time when you're free, you don't have work. We could schedule like a meeting, and I could get you all set up and show you what we're about.
sure, I'd love to hear more. And boom, boom, guys, done. That was a little bit easier, but remember, guys, if the conversation's not being completely easy or they don't feel like they want to open up, move on, right? As network marketers, you guys aren't sellers, you're sorters. You're trying to find people who want something like you do, right? You're not trying to sell someone on wanting something like you, because then you have to sell them to show up to these trainings. You have to sell them to tell people. You have to sell them to promote properly, because those are typically people that are not going to listen to any of the rules and how to do it correctly. So they're just not people you want to work with. But yeah, I hope everyone's getting tons of value out of this. I want to take a little bit of break before the call here in 50 minutes with David McCovey. So is there any questions anyone has or anything about this? I want people to really understand it. Um, and I hope this examples really just help people hammer that on the head. Yeah, this is recorded. Awesome. Very helpful. Looking forward to the next one. Sweet. And for the next training, guys, I'm going to be teaching you something I learned from a mentor of mine. He has this technique called the hypnotic story post. It's how to write longer posts that really pull people in, engage them, stir up their emotions and make them want to reach out to you because they feel instantly bonded to you through your story. I'm going to teach you how to write those posts. Now, you don't want to write every post like this. And I'm sure you guys have, if you guys are following me on Facebook, my last couple of posts that were longer posts, you're going to notice they followed what I'm going to teach you on that call. It's very good for engaging and pulling people. I didn't get a lot of people that put on that in the comments more info. I think on one I got 2 people, and on the other one I think 1 person did it. But I got 5 to 6 inboxes from a Facebook that doesn't have a bunch of friends. I'm starting to add a ton of people a day, and I also don't have my algorithm kicked up because I'm not consistently posting. If I was consistently posting, I had that up and whatnot, I would have got 5-10x those results easy. And in the next 2-3 weeks, I will be. And anyone who wants to follow suit, you guys can too. You know, if you apply this and you apply the training that Thomas, and Ollie, and Skylar did, you guys are going to be unstoppable. Just master this stuff, and then master the long story posts. And once or twice a week, do a longer story post like I'm going to teach you to do. Really connect with your audience, and you guys will be shocked at how many people are in your inboxes, even just trying to start conversations with you. And also, when you have all that momentum on your profile and you message someone, there's a lot of times people will message me and I will look at who they are before I respond, right? I see it. Is this person most likely going to spam? Is every single post in their profile some kind of pitch? Because cool, their inbox is going to pitch me. Your profile should be value. Most of your pitches should be in your story or behind a big value post like what I'm going to teach you to do in the next training. You want training on email marketing? In the month of September, I'm going to start releasing marketing training for people. Email marketing is usually more of a paid ad. I mean, like you do grow it with organic as well, but I'm going to start covering marketing stuff in September. I'm going to start covering how to create an ad, how to market MLM on paid ads, period, because you can't market MLM directly on ads. Most platforms will not let you do it, so you have to be a little tricky about it. So I'm going to teach people how to be tricky about it and how to do it properly. But all that kind of stuff will happen in September, later in September, once the launch, all the chaos from the beginning of the launch is leveled out a bit, and we're on a steady, consistent chaos instead of random chaos. Thank you. My brain is full. Is there a set time for these trainings? No, but in the team Telegram, it will be in the Discord as well. I always do a poll for my trainings, and I always give 2 times, and I let the majority pick, and everything's always recorded. So you'll have a chance to vote for the time. But that next training will be, my Monday's pretty hectic. It'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how this launch, because there's other things we're gonna have to train you guys on the back office and stuff here, and that's a bigger priority first. So it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday that falls on. We'll know more tomorrow. But I hope you guys learned a lot here today. I'm gonna call this meeting off here. If you guys have any other questions, concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to me or Damon. We'll help you guys out. Or any of the other leaders. And we'll see you guys inside of the epic winner's circle.